Hey, what's good? Today I am going to solve a problem that I've had for a while. If you're like me, when you shoot, you typically shoot in a ratio that requires you to put the black bars on the top and the bottom of your video to make it look widescreen for a more cinematic look. But there is a better way. I'm going to show you today how to set up your LCD with markers you put on there to let you know that you're shooting for the ratio that you want, and then how to properly edit and export it from Vegas Pro before you upload it to YouTube, so you can basically get widescreen video on YouTube without the bars and save yourself a lot of space on when people view you from a browser. Things will also look better on mobile devices. What I'm doing now is I am running to the post office to ship off a package. Then I'm gonna stop at a few like Dollar Generals, like dollar stores, to see if I can find some whiteout in the old brush type. Even if I can find some with the sponge on the end, it's cool. I have some correction pens, but the problem with those is when I use them, a lot of times way too much of the correction fluid comes out, and I need a little bit more control than that. Anyway, you're gonna follow me on the trip. This also gives me a chance to try with the M50. I'm shooting with the M50 right now. I'm testing it with the Sigma 24mm f1.4 and the speed booster, the Viltrox speed booster, because I want to see with this mic setup how much you can hear the camera focusing. So I'm going to be really quiet now. And that's weird that the same time I was trying to test the focusing, my phone was dinging. So let me turn that off. You might be able to hear my engine more than that, but anyway. So we are headed to the post office. I also have my ISO on auto so that it can automatically adjust for the lighting situations as I drive. So anyway, the way that I did with my ADDs, how I marked off my LCDs, so that when I'm in live view, I could tell that I was shooting everything within frame for widescreen. What I used to use 235:1. I used some tape. It was still transparent, but it was tinted a different color, so I could still see everything through the tape. But the difference in color in the rest of the screen would let me know where I would have to, frame my shots. And I might actually go back to that, but I saw a video of someone else using a whiteout, not directly on the LCD, but on the sides of it to mark where the top and bottom should be cut off. And I'm gonna try that. He also gave a formula for how to measure where to mark the screen. So we're gonna do that today. You can probably notice, since I haven't posted in a while, that the reason I haven't posted for a while is that I still don't have the studio where I want it to be. One thing that I'm having an issue with is I ordered a new backdrop for the backdrop roller system the background roller system that I put on the ceiling. That I put on my back wall, and it was supposed to be delivered about 4 or 5 days later. So it didn't show up, and I contacted the seller and said, hey, what's up with delivery? He contacted me back the next day, and he said, there's a delay from my supplier. They say it can't get there for about another 10 days. It can't ship for about another 10 days. So I was like, okay, let me just cancel that, and I'm going to order from somewhere else. So I ordered from somewhere else, and to my advantage, the place I ordered from was about half the price of the second place I ordered from was about half the price of the original place. So I was like, okay, that's cool. So I ordered a black and a white background. Okay, so that's cool. Thing is, those are delayed too, and I just find out that those are from China. So I've been waiting and waiting for those as well. But they are in the US now. They should be delivered maybe today or over the next couple business days, maybe Monday or Tuesday. Once those are up, those are all mounted and set up and going. I've tested them, make sure everything's secure. Then I will get back to doing the studio tour and the remake challenges that I've been wanting to do. What a remake challenge is like other people on YouTube that I either follow or I've seen videos of. They've done certain things that I'm like, you know what, I could learn a lot if I just remade the videos that they made, whether I did them exactly the same or if I threw my own little twist on them. So that is my goal. I'm gonna see if I can do what other people have done with the equipment I currently have without making any more purchases. That's my goal. Hold on, let me do something here. When your glasses get stuck in your dreadlocks. All right, so here we go. That's better. All right, so we went to Dollar General, a couple blocks from the post office after I dropped off that package, and we found, there we go. We found correction fluid with the brush. So now we are gonna head back to the house and start shooting this informative vlog. Okay, so the first thing you do is you go to my website, monijohnson.com. Then on the top menu, you click on calculator. There will be a direct link to this page in the video description. My final video, I want to be in 21:9 aspect ratio. So I put 21 in the first box. Then I put 9 in the second box. And the Canon 90D's LCD screen height is 4.7 centimeters. So I put that in that box. You notice at the bottom where it says final value, it automatically calculates where I should add the markers on my LCD screen. And now I'm going to show you that. The first thing I do isn't actually necessary, but I don't trust myself with the correction fluid. So I taped off the edges of my LCD so that I didn't end up getting white out on, the actual screen. Then I secure my paper ruler to the side of the LCD, lining it up with the top. Tape off a little safety area with 2 pieces of tape, and then I use correction fluid to paint my first marker between the 2 pieces of tape. Then make sure you dry it. You can either wait or you can fan it, blow it, whatever. Then do that on all the other corners. Okay, make sure it's dry. Remove the tape. Now when I shoot anything, I make sure that I frame the shot between the top and bottom markers on the side of the LCD. Okay, so everything looks a little squished right now because I shoot with a widescreen, but you're still going to be able to see how I do this. So what you'll do in Vegas now is, let's see, let me show you what I mean here. We're going to go to this video here, this last one. It fills in the whole screen, which it's supposed to. But if I want to make sure this project is changed to the aspect ratio that I was shooting for, I have to go over here to properties and see how it's 1920 by 1080, which is I shoot in 1080p. I'm going to change this to 817. But before I change this, notice over here how this changes. So I'm going to go 817. Apply it. You see now it has bars on the side. Okay. And every video is going to have bars on the side now. That's every clip. Now the way we fix that is let's go into this last clip here, and I'm going to click on this cropping tool. Down here, you need to make sure that this part that says lock aspect ratio is not checked. You don't want that selected. Do not have that enabled. Where it says height, do the same thing you did in the project properties and go 817. Now, you see, now it's widescreen. The problem though is that if you click through the timeline, you notice all the other clips over here still have bars on the side. The way you fix that is if you right click on the one that you edited and go copy. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out some. And now I'm going to take this selection tool and select all my video clips. Then I'm going to right click and go paste event attributes. And what that's going to do is take all the edits from that last clip and apply it to all the other clips that I selected. So now when you clip through the timeline, everything is in widescreen. Okay, now before you do the next thing, what you might want to do, I'm going to change back to this tool, is okay, you see how my head is cut off right here? Because I wasn't really shooting for this aspect ratio. If I want to correct something like that, I can go again to the event tool, and I can do this across multiple clips the same way I just pasted attributes before. And now I'm going to click on this side and I'm going to adjust it. So I can reframe it in post. And you can do that across all of them by, and I can copy that and paste across all the ones that, I need to apply that to. So that's just an example. Now, how do you export it? When you export it, I'm going to go to render. And I've already created a template, but let me just show you what I mean. So I have my regular YouTube template. When you want to export it for widescreen, you want to go to customize your template. And then where it says frame size, you want to put that into a custom frame size. And then again, where it says height, you change it to 817. And then you hit OK. That's all you got to do. Then you can export that. And when you show it on YouTube, it's going to look like this with no bars. That's pretty much it. Deuces.